So, Josh, what game stood out to you last week that you were surprised that happened? Besides the Browns and the Jets, which I was very impressed what the Jets did last week against a Brown team. Yes, practically all their wide receivers were hurt with COVID-19 or sick with COVID-19. Their two starting linebackers and their two offensive linemen, their guard and the left tackle were COVID-19 out. So, but this team was still a talented team with a great running back core with Chubb and Hunt and some of the tight ends that they have, Hooper and so I was very, very surprised that the Jets pulled out that win against the lonely and utter stupid Baker Mayfield. But what game stood out to you last week?
Well, really quickly, I think Kevin Stefanski called one of the absolute worst games in football history. You cannot let a guy throw the ball like Baker did. I think it was, 53 times or something he threw the football when they have the number one rushing attack in the league and no wide receivers to throw the football to. That's a terrible job of Stefanski to call the plays like that. In regards to that, I think it was kind of weird to see. Not really a surprise. We both picked Buffalo to beat New England. I think it was just the way they did it. And to just see the lonely New England Patriots just go down like that. And it just feels like the end of it. I mean, the end of an era has happened. The Buffalo Bills win the division. And to just see Belichick lost like that is insane to see. And the Green Bay Packers also stood out to be big time. They really did. They showed up against Tennessee Titans. They really did. And they proved.
How about Pittsburgh? How about Pittsburgh coming back from Indianapolis?
Indy was a good one. But the thing was, you still had that kind of thought in your head. Okay, I think Pittsburgh's – this is all or nothing for them. They have to figure this out by the second half. Otherwise, their season is going to turn into a downward spiral at this point. And they did. So I think they got their footing correctly. We've mentioned it many times. Their injuries, Devin Bush, Bud Dupree, so many guys are out for them right now, so it's tough.
I was very surprised that Washington got knocked off by Carolina. Teddy Bridgewater, you say whatever you want, and I do believe Carolina is going to be looking for a young quarterback in this draft, maybe a Zach Wilson at number 5. I think they're drafting at 4 or 5. So
that's it. Wilson's officially down from the New York Jets.
I never said he was going to the Jets. I never said he was going to the Jets.
Zach Wilson trade is over.
You and Eric Martini said
Zach Wilson trade is over.
That's your fault. You're the lover of Zach Wilson. I never thought highly of Zach Wilson going.
Let me tell you something. If it all depends on the combine too, man. You know how the combines. I hate the combine, but it all depends on how they are.
If it's all about the combine, I'll tell you this right now: Justin Fields will look better than Trevor Lawrence, and he'll look better than Zach Wilson. He's a more accurate thrower, so he's going to look a lot better.
Well, he proved that. He proved that Friday night. So
yep. But that was a game that really – how about the Cowboys winning that game? An important game against the Philadelphia Eagles. And Jalen Hurts, who's been unbelievable for the last couple of games. Carson Wentz loses his starting job. Nobody knows where Carson Wentz will be next year. Will it be with Philadelphia with the contract that they extended on him? Or do they trade him? Who wants that contract?
If I hear the New York Jets name connected to Carson Wentz one more time, I'm going to snap. Why would the New York Jets take on that contract? Why?
Well,
why? Why?
They really like that Douglas kid. If they like the Sewell kid and they think Carson Wentz is that guy.
Would you stop with that? Enough. What? They're taking Lawrence or Fields, who's ever there. Would you stop?
Well, that's
you're acting like you're acting like a fool when you say.
All right, Mr. Ranger fan. Hold on. Pull up your panties. Figure out what
my panties are up just fine. Thank you very much.
Well, if you want to go to Victoria's Secrets, I'll take you there for the holidays, okay? Because the panties that you have on probably are getting, pulling, pulling up
pink is
your
my favorite color. Just letting you know, light pink. It's a light pink.
Well, good for you. I'm not looking at your underwears, by the way. Anyways,
I'm just answering your question.
The loss of Jared Goff and the LA Rams could be costly. Losing against the Jets 2 weeks ago is costly, and the Browns losing this past week, in Week 16, is costly. Both teams could be eliminated from the playoffs Week 17 on Sunday. Who would have thought that the Jets played spoiler with the Rams and the Browns? What an outlook to a crazy offseason that both teams could be looking at. That the team that knocked both those teams off, possibly Super Bowl run, was the New York Football Adam Gase Jets. Nobody would have thought that, but that and obviously the Buffalo Bills were incredible. This is an incredible season for them, and I have to give Cynthia Freeland, who we had on the show in the middle of the off season, saying that she loves Jacksonville. She was right. I mean, not Jacksonville. I'm sorry. The Buffalo Bills. She loved the Buffalo Bills and Josh Allen.
Yeah, I was saying nobody loves Jacksonville.
Well, you got me all flabbergasted with this whole Jacksonville thing. So I'm bringing up Jacksonville's name. So, but it's going to be very, very interesting this offseason, especially with some of these acquisitions and some of these teams and some of the free agents that are going to be available. All right, Speedy, the picks of the week. I'm demolishing them this week.
Yeah, okay. Aren't we tied now, Speedy?
Yeah, well, you guys are tied. So plenty of time, though. Week 17.
Look, Arrow's speaking his language, the walrus.
That's a seal, you idiot.
They're all the same thing to me. They're all manatees.
Yeah, well, there you go.
All right, we begin.
That's a teacher who has a master's degree, by the way.
Yeah.
We begin locally. The Dallas Cowboys and the New York Giants. Winner needs a Washington loss, and they win the NFC East.
This is a tough one because I have not liked how Daniel Jones has played the last couple of weeks. It's been frightening to watch him play. He's definitely not healthy. We know this, and Giant fans are now starting to come off the bandwagon with him because he was hot. Now he's not, and it's a little scary. Oh, man, this is tough. I'll go with the Giants in this one. I don't feel confident about it. I have no confidence in this pick, but I'll go with the Giants.
I'm going with the Cowboys. Andy,
them Cowboys.
I like what I've seen the last couple of weeks with CeeDee Lamb. He looks explosive, looks fun to watch. The wide receiving core that they have. Amari Cooper looked good last week. Andy Dalton looked good, and they're going to be fighting for this playoff spot. And
you just said Andy Dalton didn't look good.
He did. He looked really good. Almost 400 yards. What are you laughing about? 400 yards, 4 touchdowns.
Look at the Philadelphia Eagles.
It's Philadelphia Eagles that won 2 games in a row. I don't know about you, but they looked really good.
Rudy too. So did the New York Jets.
Shut up. You. They didn't just beat the Eagles. They demolished the Eagles.
The New York Jets won 2 games in a row too. We're gonna crown them.
What do you want? Now you're gonna speak about my pick? Well, I'm telling you, the Cowboys win the game, and that's a buy on that one. And they win by maybe even double.
This isn't buy or sell, so you don't have to buy anything yet.
I'm buying it now, baby. Buying it now. Cowboys win.
Steelers at the Browns.
Oh, this is Pittsburgh. Oh, I think Pittsburgh has a chance. I mean, look, I don't trust Baker in a big game anyway. I don't know is everybody even coming back this week for Cleveland? Have they even said?
The receivers are coming back, but there's still 2 other players out.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And I think Pittsburgh got their footing right. And then look, Big Ben in a big game. I go with the Steelers in this one.
Well,
it's going to be Cleveland, man. You're going to put all your eggs in Cleveland. You're asking for problems.
I've got news for you. You don't even know if Big Ben is going to start in this game. That's one. Number 2.
Mason
Rudolph is playing. You're right.
But I'm going with the Browns in this game. I think the Browns are the better team. I do think Baker Mayfield will pull something out of his his tuchus, and find a way to do what he does.
I want to retract that.
No, you can't.
I forgot Big Ben. No,
you can't. You cannot. You cannot. You made your pick. You cannot.
No.
You cannot change.
I did not know Big Ben was starting.
Follow through with it, buddy.
Hold on. Let Speedy decide.
He can have the pick. He can have the pick.
Ha! Suck. You suck. That's right to you.
Who the hell's Speedy? Who the hell is he?
He's the producer.
And he's the producer that got drunk last week. Okay? So, as far as I'm concerned, that is a cross X for him. So you cannot change it. No.
All right, I'll stick with this. And you know what? I'll stick with this. And you know what? If the Steelers win, I'll laugh it all the way to the
Good.
bank.
I've got the Browns in that game. I've got Myles Garrett rushing. Yes, he's not going to use his helmet this time either. So,
all right, another big game in the AFC: the Buffalo Bills at the Miami Dolphins.
Give me the Dolphins. The Bills aren't good. I can't imagine Buffalo's going to start anybody. They already have, I believe, the 2 seed is locked up already. I want to say, I believe it's locked up.
If they win, they lock it up because the Steelers can still get it if they win.
That's interesting that the Steelers are not starting Roethlisberger because they could still get the 2 seed, but I guess it really doesn't matter because there's no home.
No bye, yeah.
There's no bye, so I guess it doesn't matter. I also go with the Dolphins. I think, look, I don't think Buffalo's going to start anybody. If they do, they're morons for doing that then because, I mean, you want to keep everybody as fresh as possible. So I'll go with
they can win the number 1 spot.
No, they can't. No,
Chiefs have already clinched.
He's already clinched it.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, they only have 1 loss.
All right, so I'm going to go with Miami in that game too.
Genius.
I was going to pick Miami in that game because I think Fitzpatrick will. I don't know if he's definitely going to start, but you're going to see Fitzpatrick.
He's out. He has COVID.
Oh, he's got COVID. I didn't know that. So
See, I actually give you the proper information while you're making your pick.
well,
Unlike somebody
I'm
else
picking the Dolphins. I'm not going to change my pick. I got the Dolphins in the game, so I'm sticking with them.
All right, two big ones in the NFC. We'll start with the Green Bay Packers at the Chicago Bears.
Oh, the Packers are going to decide.
I don't know.
If the Packers win, they clinch the 1 seed, and the best thing that they could possibly do is knock off their division rivals out of the playoffs. That's the greatest thing that could happen if you're a Packer fan. You know how the Packers are against Mitchell Trubisky. They always beat him. It doesn't even matter. Give me the Green Bay Packers, who I think are my NFC representatives for the Super Bowl right now.
I can't pick against the Green Bay Packers because I picked against them last week and I lost. So I'm going to go with Green Bay, even though I think Chicago is going to be close in this game. And Mitch, the tush, could find a way to win this game. And if he does, guess what? The Chicago Bears somehow squeak into the playoffs and could cause a lot of havoc in the playoffs. With
that saves Matt Nagy his job.
It could.
And he dropped the play calling duties. If they get to the playoffs, of course it does. You can't fire him.
I'd still fire him.
I would too, but they won't.
We'll see. But I've got the good old Green Bay winning the game.
Last one, Cardinals at Rams.
Ooh, good game.
I'm going to go Arizona because the LA Rams have no idea who they're playing at quarterback. Jared Goff's out. He's hurt. And therefore, I give the automatic win to the Arizona Cardinals.
Well, they might have Blake Bortles. No,
are you serious?
Yeah, Bortles might play. Mr. Bortles. I'm going. I would agree with you. Arizona, you don't know.
You just did all that just to pick the same pick as me.
But I was going to pick Arizona. Why am I going to?
In the words of Errol Marks, how wonderful.
I'm going with the non-Blakeless Bortles. I'm going with the Arizona Cardinals. Kyler Murray, who's one of my favorite players in the NFL. He's going to find a way to win the game.
They have a Valentine's Day card.
Rams get eliminated from the playoffs, unweekly, because
it's really amazing.
The New York Jets, the hottest team in football until they played the Jets and get eliminated the last 2 weeks because they laid up a dud against the New York Football Jets.
How wonderful.
Yeah, I am wonderful. I am very wonderful.
Speak for yourself.